What's up, everybody? This is Daup10. I have a Whatnot show. Earlier today, we had a show that did not have an autograph in our Tecmo Bowl box, so I'm going to be ripping a new box for those that were in our break. So we're going to put this on YouTube for them to go back and watch. So if you've never seen our show, you're not familiar with YouTube, there is a QR code on screen. You can click that and check out our future shows. Join us, get some givvies, learn more about the Bo Jackson Battle Arena, and particularly the Tecmo Bowl set, as that's what we're ripping right now. So I'm going to rip this. It was a power break, so we have power 75 through 200 in increments of 5, and then there's also a 250 spot and a play spot. So these spots will go to the same people that had them in the break. We'll call them out as they hit them, and let's see what we can get. Hopefully there's an auto in this one. We've reached out to the Boba team. I'm sure they will make it right with us, so we want to make it right for those that broke with us. We should have 20 packs in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's our 20 and our empty box. And we'll get right to the rip. There will be a link to the Boba Discord, the Boba website, our Whatnot page, in the comments below. Alright, we have maybe a newspaper in this first one. I won't read them all out since there may be some people watching that aren't familiar with this. This is going to be Billiard, Dalton Hilliard, Brockness, inspired. These are inspired by. These guys do not sign in the product. So inspired by Dalton Hilliard, Brockness, inspired by Brock Bowers, Quads, inspired by Saquon Barkley, Genetic on the battle foil, the ice battle foil. This is inspired by Ashton Genty. Darn Old, inspired by Sam Darnold on the steel battle foil. And let's see what kind of news we have. It's a Fire, 150 power, Monk. So Monk does sign in the product, and it says right there under his name, I don't know if I can zoom in enough, but it says Art Monk debut. So this one is Art Monk unmasked in Bo Jackson Battle Arena. And then we have some play cards. So the plays, for those of you that aren't familiar, 1 through 16 are SSP plays. 17 through 32 are SP plays, and then everything above that's pretty much, I believe, the same in this set, and we go up to 200. Normally it's 100 in a set, but we'll have 200 in this one. These plays are 153, 155, 175, and each one will have a hot dog in it, and the hot dog is the energy source in the game. So our first hit is going to be the Monk. I have to turn some lights off or something. Glare. If I can do something different here. Not very good. Excuse me, guys. How about that? That may be a little better. Try to get this light back on, see if it helps any. No. Okay, we'll go without any lights. Pack number 2. Alright, we got Slaughterhouse, inspired by Webster Slaughter on the steel. Joe Cool, inspired by Joe Montana on the brawl. Jackson the Box on the brawl, inspired by Jackson Smith and Gila. Hands on the steel battle foil, inspired by Jerry Rice. Mr. Irrelevant on the brawl, inspired by Brock Purdy. And I believe we have a Skyline, 140 power, Ice Skyline. Going to be the Manster, so our second featured hero. This is Randy White debut. So Randy White does sign in the product, obviously not on this card, but does sign in the product. And so this is him on the Ice Skyline, 140 power. Then we have plays 115, 49, 148, and our hot dog this time is Willie B. All right, pack number 3. So we just have a battle foil in this one. Friday, inspired by Deebo Samuel on the steel. Friday again, inspired by Deebo Samuel on the ice. You can see the difference in the art here as he's bundled up in the ice. Bear, inspired by Bobby Bear on the steel. McVillain, inspired by Tet McMillan on the ice battle foil. Rockhead, inspired by Chris Dolman on the brawl battle foil. And McVillain again on a glow. 120 power on the glow. And again, that's Tet McMillan inspired. Plays 170, 85, 178, and King Ketchup is our hot dog. Get the Manster on stage, pack number 4. It's going to be what we call a silverback or a steel battle foil. Furnace. I'll have to go back and see who Ernest is, or Furnace is. He's Ernest Biner. Ernest Biner on the steel. Scatter on the fire. Cam Scatterboot inspired. Dartboard on the brawl. Jackson Dart inspired. Warp on the steel battle foil. That is Lamar Jackson inspired. Davalta on the brawl battle foil. That is Devontae Smith inspired. 105 power. Coin slot Daniel Jones inspired on the steel battle foil. Silver battle foil. Silverback. 122. Play 25. So we've got an SP play. Risky reload. Costs 1 hot dog to play. It says only run this if you have less than 3 plays in your hand. Flip a coin if heads. Draw 3 plays. If tails, discard your hand. And play 46. And rollerboard Rob. All right, we have what we call an 80s rad insert in here. Our first one is going to be, excuse me, Reindeer Hunter, inspired by Myles Garrett on the brawl. Shadow Strike, inspired by Davante Adams on the ice. Moose on the steel, inspired by Daryl Johnston. Moose again on the steel battle foil, inspired by Daryl Johnston. Golden Bullet on the fire battle foil, inspired by Matthew Golden. And you see there is a rookie emblem on here for Matthew Golden's inspired card. This is going to be a Brawl 80s Rad, 80 power, Reptilian, Mark Rippon. Reptilian. And that is also inspired by 195, 113, 126, and Susie Sauce is our hot dog. We have a red battle foil in this one. This is going to be Buttman, inspired by Marion Butts. Furnace by Ernest Biner again on the steel. Dartboard on the brawl, Jackson Dart. Warden on the ice battle foil, inspired by Cam Ward, and again has the rookie emblem on it, which the dartboard as well did. Rockhead, Chris Dolman again on the brawl. And Davalta, Devontae Smith, inspired on the red battle foil. 149, 84, 47, and Mustard Man is our hot dog. Yeah, looks like we have a helmets insert on this one. We've got McArmy Knife, inspired by Christian McCaffrey on the fire. Hammer, inspired by Omarion Hampton on the steel. Reptilian, inspired by Mark Rippon, again on the steel. Shadow Strike on the Brawl Battle Foil, inspired by Davante Adams. Yeti on the Ice Battle Foil, inspired by Travis Kelce. a Brawl helmet, 130 power. Going to be another featured hero, meaning he signs in the product, not on this card, but he does sign in the product. This is High Jump, Alonzo Highsmith. On the High Jump helmets insert, Brawl, 50, 159, and 145, and Brenda Bunsen is our hot dog. We have a blue battle foil. Slaughterhouse again, Webster Slaughter. Youngblood on the fire, that's inspired by Bryce Young. Jackson the Box on the Brawl, Jackson Smith and Jiva. Bison on the steel battle foil, that's inspired by Josh Allen. Shepherd on the Brawl battle foil, that's inspired by CeeDee Lamb. 130 power. Mod, excuse me again, guys. Mod Minister of Defense, Reggie White, inspired on the blue battle foil. 134, 192, 110, and Honorable Wiggle. Up to 3 featured heroes already. That's a good start. Another silverback or silver battlefield. Darnold on the Brawl, Sam Darnold inspired. Rockhead on the Ice, Chris Dolman inspired. J Jets on the Brawl, inspired by Justin Jefferson. Scary on the Brawl, inspired by Scary Terry McClure. Hands on the Steel, inspired by Jerry Rice. And Shadow Strike on the silver battle foil or the silverback, Devontae Adams inspired. 185, 188, and 23, so another SP play. One or the other. Reveal one play, and it's one hot dog cost. Reveal one play from your hand. Also select one play in your discard pile. Your opponent chooses one of the plays to go to your hand. Discard the other. And our hot dog is Hot Shot Hank. Just a battle full here, I believe. First elite. Leroy Butler, inspired on the steel paper. Judd Kernot on the fire. Quinshawn Judkins inspired. Reptilian, Mark Ripon, again on the steel. Mod, again on the steel battle foil. Reggie White inspired. A-Bear, again, this is Bobby A-Bear inspired on the fire battle foil. And Reindeer Hunter again on the steel battle foil. Myles Garrett inspired. Play 200, the very last play, 105 and 44. Worst Wayne is our hot dog. Maybe just a battle foil again. Hot Sauce, inspired by Sauce Gardner on the steel. Hilliard, inspired by Dalton Hilliard on the steel. Quads on the Brawl, inspired by Saquon Barkley. Hot Sauce again on the Brawl battle foil this time. Sauce Gardner again. Moose on the Fire battle foil. Daryl Johnston inspired. And Sam Darnold, it's Darnold, inspired by here on the steel battle foil. 172, 74, and 62. And our hot dog is cheddar. All right, looks like we have a sore thumb insert here. So again, Darnold on the Brawl. I think this is the second pack in a row. We've had Sam Darnold inspired Darnold on the Brawl paper. Hot Sauce, Sauce Gardner inspired on the ice. Hot Sauce again, Sauce Gardner inspired on the steel. First Leap, Leroy Butler inspired on the Brawl battle foil. Judd Kernot again on the ice battle foil, inspired by Quinshawn Judkins. This is going to be a fire sore thumb, 100 power, so it won't be featured. It is Cannon, Rich Gannon inspired on the fire sore thumb. So we have the old controller look in the background. That's where the sore thumb Comes from all of our days of playing Tecmo Bowl on the console. 83, 141, 171, and Laura Lynx is our hot dog. Red Battle Foil again, Daup10's, Devontae Smith, inspired on the steel, Daup10's on the ice. Helicopter, Drew Hill, inspired on the steel. Swervin on the steel battle foil, Swervin Michael Irvin, inspired. Friday again, we've seen him on a couple of others. This is the Brawl, Debo Samuel, inspired. And Hot Sauce Gardner on the Brawl red battle foil. 85 power on that one. 179, 173, and 200 again. Jackpot Jack is our hot dog. Oh, we're going to have a gold coin insert here. Merloms, inspired by Patrick Mahomes. On the Brawl, Patrick Mahomes will be the feature athlete, the cover art for our next set, which will be the update set for this year. So look forward to Patrick Mahomes being the featured hero there as Merloms. Cannon, Rich Cannon inspired. Mr. Irrelevant on the ice, Brock Purdy inspired. Coin slot on the Brawl battle foil, Daniel Jones inspired. Eagle Eye on the ice battle foil, that's Jalen Hurts inspired. Steel, 95 power. Going to be Hot Sauce Gardner inspired again on the gold coin insert, steel weapon type. Play 169, 114, 135, and Brawler is our hot dog. We may just have a battle foil again here. McArmy Knife, Christian McCaffrey. Hammer, Omarion Hampton. Reptilian, Mark Rippon. Jackson the Box on the steel battle foil, Jackson Smith and Jiva. A-Bear on the steel battle foil, Bobby A-Bear. Water Slide on the fire, Ricky Waters inspired. So all those were inspired by no featured heroes. 186, 168, and 189. And Bratwurst is our hot dog. 5 packs to go. They're going to make us sweat the auto again here. Hopefully we don't go 2 boxes in a row without an auto. I believe we have it here. Not sure. Rockhead, Chris Dolman. The ice, Darnold on the Brawl again, Sam Darnold. Jets on the Brawl, Justin Jefferson. Joe Cool on the steel battle foil, Joe Montana. Chainsaw on the Brawl, Devon A-Chain. Upside down, it is the auto, but it was upside down. It's going to be a Brawl auto of undrafted Wrecking Ball, Gary Clark. Gary Clark is our featured hero here on the autograph as undrafted Wrecking Ball. 130 power on the Brawl auto. We have plays 185, 194, and 184. Our hot dog is Hoopy. I don't believe we've had any repeat hot dogs. We have a logo coming up. Sun ain't up yet. Coffee on the desk. Page refresh. Daup10 locked in. One more bad boy arena on my breath. Let's go. Early mornings eyes red. Laptop glow, scrolling through the listings like a TV show. Heart jump every time that the time A-Bear on the steel is Bobby A-Bear. Jets, Justin Jefferson on the Brawl. Miracle, the first time we've seen him on the fire. This is Jahmyr Gibbs inspired. Scary, Terry McLaurin on the Brawl. Hammer, Omarion Hampton on the steel battle foil. Those are all non-featured, so they're inspired by. 135 power on the Brawl. That should be another featured hero. I think that'll take us to 5. And it's TD, Tony Dorsett. So Tony Dorsett does sign in the product, not on this particular card, but this is him in his Brawl logo foil, 135 power, Tony Dorsett. 174, 121, 129, and Vincent Van Doe is our hot dog. 2 packs. 3 packs. Don't have enough brawl stands here, so we'll go with our super stand. Silverback coming up. Reindeer Hunter, Miles Garrett. Lawman, first time we've seen him on the ice. That's Trevor Lawrence inspired. Water Slide, Ricky Waters on the steel. Helicopter on the steel battle foil, Drew Hill. Barreler, first time we've seen him on the fire battle foil. That's Cooper Kupp. Muffin Man on the 115 power silverback silver battle foil. That is Baker Mayfield inspired Muffin Man. Plays 187, 123, and 63. And our hot dog, Tony Carl. Still believe we have not had a repeat hot dog. Good correlation on the hot dogs out of this box. No hot dog is really different, except there is going to be a brawl tournament at the National this year where we have up to $500,000 in prizes for the Bo Jackson Battle Arena tournaments. And you would need a brawler hot dog, 10 of those to enter those tournaments, but that's the only one, other than there maybe some Apex tournaments that require some special foil hot dogs. Merlone's Patrick Mahomes. On the brawl, Cannon, Rich Gannon on the steel. Mr. Irrelevant on the ice, Brock Purdy. Switchblade, first time we're seeing him on the ice battle foil. That's Travis Hunter inspired. First time we're seeing Crisscross on the brawl battle foil. That is Chris Carter inspired. 120 power on the red battle foil. That is going to be Hands. Now, Hands is Jerry Rice inspired. Jerry Rice does not sign in the product, so they're all inspired by, but there are two different image variations. This is his non-highlighted base version, and then there's a different image that would be his highlighted version, which would be a higher power, more in line with the featured heroes. Play 193, 95, 119, and another unique hot dog, Chopper Chad. And that will take us to our last pack. And it will be another sore thumb. Merlone's on the brawl. I think it's the third one of those we've had recently. Patrick Mahomes on the brawl. Gannon. Rich Gannon on the steel. Genetic. Ashton Genty on the fire. Slaughterhouse. Webster Slaughter on the fire battle foil. Swervin, Michael Irvin on the steel battle foil, and again, all those are non-featured, so they're all inspired by steel. 85 power. Bear, Bobby Bear inspired on the steel sore thumb. 119 or 118, excuse me, 198 and 174. And I think we did go without a repeat hot dog. Dirty Water Dan here on our last hot dog, so 20 unique hot dogs for you guys to look at there. So these are our big hits here. 130 power. Who had 130 power? Rev Justin had 130 power. About 135. So these two will go to Rev Justin. UMR Minor had 135, so they will get the Tony Dorsett on the Brawl logo foil. 140 power. Robert KB Labika had 140 power, so we'll get the Manster on the Ice Skyline, and 150 power. UMR Minor again, so 2 hits for UMR Minor, 2 hits for Rev Justin, and 1 for Robert. And that will be Monk 150 on the Fire News. So again, guys, if you are not familiar with Bo Jackson Battle Arena, come check it out with us on our Whatnot channel. Remember, you can view us with the QR code up top, or I will have the link in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and have a good night.